Okay. Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. Ave Imperator. Yes, yes. Back with some more Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I technically started this game yesterday, but I only got as far as past the prologue, where we were reintroduced to Captain Titus, Demetrian Titus, or should I say Lieutenant Titus now, if I recall correctly. And he's been reinstated as into the Ultramarines, second company, I want to presume, because that's what he was captain of in the first game. He's now a Primaris Marine, no longer a regular bog standard one. And, you know, Titus went through the Rubicon surgery as a last resort to heal him from getting impaled by a Carnifex Tyrannid, which, speaking of which, the Tyranids are now the main foes this time, not the Orcs. So it's a nice change of pace from the first game, so as to avoid repeating the same faction, keeps things fresh. And they definitely changed a bunch of stuff from the first game, namely, the shooting feels basically the same, but the melee has definitely been the most altered. In order to accommodate parrying, which wasn't in the first game, they moved the melee buttons to the triggers. I personally think that would have been perfectly fine as it was from the first game. In fact, I kind of prefer how the controls were in the first game. But I am willing to give 2 a chance and see how it all comes together. So I'll probably get used to it. I do like the idea of the parrying being added, because it does make sense. I'm just not sure how I feel about how it was ultimately set up. But I will continue to fool around with it more and more and see how it goes. Also, we have a new helmet toggle, which the first game didn't have, which that makes me happy. Although I'm not sure how I feel about the seeming lack of armor customization. From all I've seen, most of the armor customization in the game applies to the multiplayer-based modes and co-op modes. Not so much the single player, which kind of disappoints me.
The Rubicon surgery has remade you as a Primaris Marine. You are now stronger, faster, and more resilient. You will take your place as an Ultramarine once more. Your brothers will know that you served in the Death Watch, but your dishonorable status as a Black Shield has been redacted from the archives. Should it be discovered, there would be questions. Lord Calgar has offered you a second chance. Do not taint it.
Damn, this game looks good. Very good. Stylish.
Secured the spaceport and handed over its defense to the Cadians.
Bentiada, the guards will be cleaning up bits of tyranny for weeks.
Not as comic book-ish looking as the first game, since they used the engine that Vigil Games came up with for Darksiders, but it still has enough style to it where it's like all goes well.
Brother, Lieutenant.
Yep, he's been demoted.
We have work to do. Gather the rest of the squad on the flight deck.
Yes, brother.
Other Ultramarines. Sheesh. Like, that's a regular-sized human. Titus stands twice as tall as them now. He was still big in the first game, but from what I understand, Primaris Marines are like another foot taller from the regular Marine types. Adeptus Mechanicus, the Mars Priests. Even in the 41st millennium, we still have to use regular wooden handle brooms and mops. Hold on a second, I want to do something very quickly. Okay. Just sharing a link to a couple of friends. Going up.
Stand by, Major. Sending Astarte support.
Servo Skull.
The effects of the virus bomb are already wearing off. Get me scout reports on enemy strength at the orbital guns. Yes, Captain.
So I'm guessing this is Titus's replacement. With a Scottish accent.
My lord. Lieutenant Titus reporting for duty.
Have Sergeant Gadriel report to the bridge. How are your wounds?
Oh, painful.
Good enough.
I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions, suspicions. I cannot afford discord among the men. Not now. You're a lieutenant now. Will that be a problem?
No, Captain.
Very well. We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets. Avarax, a hive world. and Kadaku, which you already know. We're abandoning the latter. It's mostly Adeptus Mechanicus research facilities. We're evacuating critical assets and personnel. These defense guns are keeping the skies clear for our ships. The Tyranids have taken note. Get down there and protect those guns.
Captain, you wish to see me?
Sergeant, this is Lieutenant Titus. He'll be taking over command of your squad.
Sir,
I expect you on the ground within 30 minutes. Dismissed.
Lieutenant, forgive my hesitation. I am merely surprised by this development.
As am I.
Indeed. Chiron.
The Absolver is ready to depart.
Brother Chiron, this is Lieutenant Titus. He will be leading our squad.
Is that so? Well, I shall be glad to have a commander of such experience. Is the rest of the squad ready? Already assembled on the flight deck. Good. We leave immediately.
So, Chiron and Gadriel, they're basically our sit-ins for Leandros and Sergeant Sidonis from the first game. Ooh, Royal Guard.
Maintaining distance from the High Fleet.
Honor Guard.
Maintaining distance. Ordnance on standby.
So they want me to go there, but I do want to see the battle map. Battle barge map serves as a center of operations. Select the plan to start a mission. Current mission is marked with yellow marker. Finished missions are also available to replay. Changing the game mode allows you to switch to operations and Eternal War game modes. Playing these modes before finishing the campaign could reveal spoilers for the campaign story. Avarax, Kadako, Demirium. Eternal War is the PvP mode where the battle for the fate of the Imperium never ends. Quick match is the fastest way to join. So it's basically the regular multiplayer, which I can't play because I don't have PS Plus right now. Operations is the PvE game mode centered around auxiliary missions of combat squads Talassa and Viridian. Member of combat squad confront the Imperium's enemies, customize your armor, and upgrade your weapons to hold back this encroaching darkness. Inferno is the recommended first one. Okay. Okay, so we can do...
Move your Devastator squad to support the anti-air emplacements. Sending coordinates now.
Oh, Sidonis, how I miss him. He was like your... I guess you could say your Dom to Marcus equivalent. Except older.
Unable to establish a link.
Jamming.
No. Channels are clear.
Keep trying.
Right, if I recall correctly, the Tyranids have a thing called the Shadow of the Warp. It's like a biological psychic field, blocks out all communications. So we can call for help all day until we're blue in the face. And what I tell ya.
Avarax must have a relay.
It does, and it has a larger choir.
Requisition it. Give my authorization.
I mention it and they start talking about it. So yeah, you can call for help all day till you're blue in the face. Literally and figuratively. And it wouldn't matter until you get rid of the one Tyranid that's blocking the signal.
Needs to multiply exponentially. Have ordnance teams prepare cyclonic torpedoes.
Sire, without the Chapter Master's authorization,
I am aware of the consequences. And should exterminatus be necessary, I will suffer.
yes, Lord. All the ordnance teams. What is our assignment?
The Cadians have lost control of the orbital guns. We are to recapture them.
Lost them already?
The Tyranids are hurling scores of those guns in great waves. I'm impressed the Cadians held out this long. Brothers Lirio, Alterius, and Elian make up the rest of our squad. Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn.
I look forward to it.
Now that is a hangar bay if ever there was one. More Mechanicus. Thunderhawk gunships. Big old cranes. Bombs and rockets.
Ordnance deployment. Path obstructed.
And servitors.
Those warheads are not properly secured. Do you know what will happen if one comes loose?
Path obstructed. Stand aside.
I'll do it myself. Go and find a tech priest to tighten the screws in that half-brain of yours.
Task aborted. Seeking blessings of cogitation.
Maybe Gallio will hear of this.
Yeah, even though Titus is probably one of the few genuinely, noble good guy characters in the setting of 40K. Yeah, the Imperium is probably, you probably wouldn't want to live in this setting, especially if you have the misfortune of being turned into a servitor. Basically, if you're accused and called guilty of something wrong that's considered criminal, there is a chance you may not even be put to death, but you'll be turned into a metal-encrusted meat puppet right there. A fate worse than death, really. Either that or being corrupted by chaos and turned into basically food. Yeah, they're talking about the kill team that Titus was in charge of.
Preparations now.
Can't go in here. What's this? Mission terminal again, huh? Okay.
Sergeant?
Brothers, we are joined by Lieutenant Titus.
Welcome, brother. We are yours to command.
We leave immediately.
Yes, Lieutenant.
First mission back with the Ultramarines. I know not a lot of people like the Blue Boys, but to be honest, I like them. I appreciate them. Skyfire. The Imperial withdrawal of assets and personnel from Kotaku at risk, anti-air defenses, blah, 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 blah. Rendezvous with Astra Militarum and defend the anti-air emplacements. Air defense. Oh, I couldn't read the whole thing in time. Oh well. So, break the ice.
served in the Death Watch?
Yes.
That must have been a great honor. It's a privilege to serve with you.
Approaching drop zone.
Let's go.
You see those service studs? Our lieutenant is over 200 years old. He couldn't have been born in Primaris.
He wasn't.
You're right. And now he has your command.
Age before beauty, and age begets wisdom.
On your feet, soldier! Move to defend our west flank! And get those heavy bolters resupplied! My lord! Major Sarkana, 8th Cadian Regiment.
Major, give me an update.
The wretched beasts have taken the orbital guns. They pushed us back to this encampment and are staging a heavy assault.
Illyrio, take Altarius and Elion and remain here to secure the encampment.
Yes, brother.
Major, we must reach the defense guns.
Yes, my lord. Follow me.
So, no Lieutenant Mira.
The situation here has deteriorated. Those foul gargoyles pollute the skies.
The Tyranids have the orbital guns.
They do. These unrelenting attacks make a counteroffensive difficult.
We shall take care of that.
Here comes the armor.
Major, we've got more incoming from the east.
Move to reinforce the eastern flank. You, go with him.
We will assist in the defense.
Very good, my lord.
There's hundreds.
I have to say, since it's been, what, 1 to 200 years, I would assume, from the old, yeah, it's like, yeah, because if I recall correctly, Titus was locked up by Inquisitor Thrax for a long time, and Thrax turned out to have been possessed by Chaos, and then another 100 years on the Death Watch, so yeah, Lieutenant Mira from the first game is probably either long dead or maybe kept alive through genetic tampering, because I know for the Imperium at least, very, very high-ranking officials do have extended lifespans if they choose to get it. But it kind of sucks that Mira's not here. Instead, we have her replacement, this Major Sarkana. Oh, well. Also, if I recall correctly, Gadriel and Chiron were being first-generation Primaris means that they would be 10,000 years old. Technically, they're older than Titus, but they were in stasis for much of that time, while that one Mechanicus guy, Belisarius Call, experimented with perfecting the process. So, yeah, they would already be technically first-generation Primaris Marines that have basically woken up after a 10,000-year sleep from the Horus Heresy up till now, and, well, Titus is now in charge.
The numbers are endless. You will see about that. I hope you're keeping score, brother. Oh, I am.
That's a lot of bugs. Righteous Fury mode. So it's like the Rage mode from the first game.
Here they come! Glory of Ultramar! Vermin stuff.
My lord, intelligence reports multiple swarms closing in.
Direct us to them.
Sending coordinates to your Auspex display.
So they gave me Rage mode right away, instead of having to wait for it, like in the past. A Commissar with a servo skull, bolt pistol, and rifle. They have chance now.
My lord, we are preparing an airstrike. Can you hold the enemy in place until it hits?
Consider it done. Reloading weapon. Leave not one of them standing.
Let not the Xenos to live.
Reload. Munition secured. Changing magazine. Need to reload. Wait, Reloading weapon.
Airstrike incoming!
You wretched creatures.
Sweet.
Hit, Major.
The 8th never miss!
Hehehe.
Everyone at this base owes you their life, my lords.
The Emperor protects. We must proceed through the jungle to reach the orbital defense guns. Brother Lirio, assist the Cadians while they establish new defensive lines, then report back.
Yes, Lieutenant. It will not take long.
I love the
The
smell
orbital
of
guns are on the other side of the swamp.
Be alert. The Tyranids will be lying in wait.
I love the smell of grilled seafood and napalm in the morning. Ooh, chainsword. Chainsword. Yes, please.
Let us get to work.
This must be where the swarm originated.
These abhorrent husks are everywhere.
Living organic machines.
Indeed. Their ships, these pods, all of it.
Their very existence is heresy. We shall thin their numbers today, brother.
Okay, so the other one had a scope, this one has a grenade launcher. So it's a small weapon and a big weapon, and I can't equip two big weapons. Got it. Okie dokie. You want me to go there, but this is glowing.
Reloading.
Med pack. So, are there serval skulls or is it something else? I think the trophy list said it was data slates this time.
Reload.
Chainsword again, and a combat knife. There it is. It's okay, so it's data slates.
Tried to reach the downed storm talon. Bog stunk beyond words. Several of us drowned in its stagnant pools. Scope of the Tyranid infestation still unknown. Last readings suggested Kadaku was near the threshold for exterminatus. If that be the case, I would not weep for this world. It has already claimed too much.
I like that they brought that back. Auto bolt rifle. Fully automatic.
They will not get past this.
I'll stick with the grenade launcher version for now.
Ravener, do not stop moving.
Ravener. What the Hydralisk is based on. Never played StarCraft, but I know enough about it.
Xenos toxins! One less weapon.
Ripped his head off.
Changing magazine.
That was cool.
Restocking.
What's over here?
Loading up.
Acadians. Losing the orbital guns was costly, and they paid for it dearly. But the enemy numbers are not insignificant. The Acadian 8th will have to do better.
I can only carry 2 stims at a time? Come on. You give me 3 grenades, why not 3 health packs? It's only fair. Everything is supposed to come in 3s after all. Well, except in Halo 3 where they made it where you can only carry 2 grenade types with 2 each at a time, so... Never mind then.
Familiar with this foe, brother?
I am.
How do the Tyranids compare to other Xenos?
They are an unrelenting plague, but they are cunning. The controlling influence of their hive mind makes them act as one.
So they want me to go that way. So what's this way? Heavy bolt pistol.
This will serve me well.
So how does that compare to the normal one? 12 shots versus...
A fine gift from the forge.
Versus 8. Well, I'll try it out, see how it works.
Recovering.
Ah, I wasted that. Let me go find the other med stim. Oops. They didn't give you health packs in the first Space Marine, so that's new. Let me go get the spare one, since I wasted that one by accident. I'm so used to the Gears of War method of the D-pad up, down, left, right being for selecting multiple weapons. Whereas now they've made it where it's only 2 weapons and everything else is gear. Or talking smack.
The spores detonate when threats draw near.
Then let us take the advantage and destroy them.
Spore mines.
I have to reload. Combat doctrines are unorthodox, Lieutenant. Which company did you serve with before this one?
I served the Emperor elsewhere.
The Death Watch?
Yes.
I hope I too will share that honor one day.
Reloading weapon. Munitions secured. Eliminate them, then proceed. Thank you, brother. Restocking.
Do. Dropship.
Valkyrie. Magus Arcana.
My lord!
We've located a downed Valkyrie. No survivors.
Good. It was stolen by a deserter. They're as well dead by the Tyranids' hands as mine.
What is this, a melter rifle? Ooh, close ranged.
Very good. Another one dead. Reloading weapon.
It definitely looks different from the old game. Then again, this is made for Primaris Marines, so a lot of weapons that were standard for prior Marines has been upscaled.
A fine gift from the forge.
I'll stick with the normal grenade one for now. Nothing else.
Munitions secured. Let us get to work.
Same weapon. Carry on. No data slates.
The most direct route is through the swamp. Let us proceed. No. The swamp will be infested with Xenos. There is a bunker straddling the riverbed. We will cut through there. But that will add considerable time. Surely we will not trade strategy for expediency. As you command.
I mean, if you end up going to the swamp, then, and you get attacked by Tyranids, then it's like, okay, then you've just wasted time anyway. That's basically the mindset that I understand. Medical stims. I don't see anything. Nope, we can't walk through. Okay. Just making sure there was nothing that might be there.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has given us new orders. You must proceed alone.
Understood. Thank you, Lirio.
See you on the Resilient.
Stalker bolt rifle. That's the... Yeah, it's the sniper rifle one.
They will not get past this.
Jesus, brothers, come on. You save some for me, will ya?
There they are. The orbital guns. Changing magazine. Reloading. They never learn.
Blow him up.
Need to reload. Restocking. Grabbing equipment.
Feels good to get headshots where, you know, the melons explode. I miss games like this. Okay, so we gotta go down, right? Excuse me. Did I say you could come down?
Reload. Resupplying.
I can hear reinforcements!
Munitions secured.
There's a base over there. Big old flat cannon. Bolt carbine, mid-range, rapid fire.
Let us get to work.
So, like an SMG, basically. Regular bolt rifle.
Very good.
Yeah. I just realized that because the prologue was before Titus got turned into a Primaris, the bolter, pistol, and rifle he had was the traditional bolter from the first game. Whereas because he's a Primaris and he's been given a considerable growth spurt, that means they now have to use different model weapons specific to them.
Angels! We're saved! Emperor bless us! He has sent his angels! Oi! Shut it! We're with the Emperor's angels now. Is that true?
You will desert your post, guardsman.
No, Lord. Never!
We've locked them in. We could do no more.
Open the gate.
Yes, my lord. Open the gates! But sir, you said open the bloody gates!
No matter how many I kill, I feel nothing.
Another wave. We can't hold them.
Here they come.
You'll serve your Emperor, soldier. Trying to get up here.
Into position, men.
Do not let them surround you. Clearing the way. Changing magazine. Are you not the Lord Castellan's soldiers? Fight, damn you! Where is that alien spirit I heard tell? Reload! Frag grenade deployed. Target this.
Honor your own Lord's memory, guardsman.
Suppress them.
Yes, massacre them.
Reload!
My lord! The gates are open!
Everybody inside, now!
Yes, my lord!
Should we not eliminate the remains of the swarm?
There will always be more. We must focus on taking down the hive ship. makes them easier to kill. You have yet to see the worst. We are wasting time. Proceed through the gates.
The dialogue kind of cut off there. Couldn't survive. I gotta retreat. You kill 1, 10 more take their place.
Major Sakana,
Go ahead!
we met with one of your squads.
Thank you, my lord. I shall give them new orders.
The way is clear. Proceed.
Hold it, General. I just fought beside Space Marines.
We've been blessed, Dallin.
By his divine will.
Emperor protects Godsman. Ooh. That is a massacre site, if ever there was one.
Looks like a slaughter. No excuse for cowardice.
Yeesh. Well, there's definitely no removing the smell from this place, that's for sure. Do I want the melter rifle, or do I want to stick with the bolter? Emperor, protect the melt-a-gun from nerfs. No slates either. Unless... Nope, that's a heavy bolt pistol. Well, I'm gonna go there, but what's up here? Another slate.
Xenos monstrosities flanked us. That's when the deserters took off. May the Emperor deliver swift retribution to those that abandon their kin. We formed up and resisted as best we could. Pulled back by inches, retrieving weapons from the fallen. We will fight to the end. For Cadia. For the Emperor.
This will serve me well.
Yeah, Acadia, that planet got screwed.
Xenos filth.
Well, it definitely fires faster than the grenade one, that's for sure. I think I'll give the grenade one a rest for now. Vary it up a bit. Bluey. Oh, I miss ultra-violent third-person games like this.
Munitions secured. Reloading.
Bolt rifle. I'll stick with the normal. Normal. I'll stick with the high, with the automatic. Well, technically they're all automatic, but this one's more high rate or fire.
I repeat, awaiting orders to attack. Major, do you read?
This is Lieutenant Titus. Identify yourself.
Captain Iden, sir. Our long-range comms were damaged in battle.
They must be close. Hold fast, Captain. We are coming.
Big place. They want us to go there. Anything over here? Heavy bolter. Huh.
Very good.
I'm guessing this is a bonus. Yeah, look at that. The D-pad changed right there.
Let us get to work.
So, yeah, it's a temporary weapon. Just like the heavy bolters in the first game.
Loading up.
Still using parchment for 40,000 years in the future.
The facility is just beyond those gates.
There must be a console that opens them.
Dad came and interrupted me, and I turned off the mic, and I forgot to turn it back on. As I was saying, turns out you can parry with even while holding stuff. That's convenient. Oh, look at that, a walker. Stems. Nothing else up here. Imperial walkers of a different sort. Anything down here?
Changing magazine.
Well, ooh, plasma pistol.
A fine gift from the forge.
Best handgun from the first game, even if they do kind of railroad you into using it in the first game. Yeah, in the first Space Marine game, it was like they start you off with the regular bolter pistol, which still felt great, but then roughly 1/3 of the way through, they replace it with the plasma one, and the plasma one basically just curb stomps through a lot of the weapons in the first game.
Resupplying.
Looks like they gave it ammunition this time. Yeah, in the first game it had unlimited ammo. Yeah, now everything has ammo, other than the melee weapons, of course. Okay, so I don't have to hold down the button anymore. I can just tap it and it'll just zoom right on in.
Salkana.
Receiving.
We have made contact with Captain Iden.
Iden! I thought him lost.
We are approaching his position now.
Can you patch me through?
Working on it.
Love how they have freaking wax candles all over the place.
Restocking.
Yeah, the auto rifle is what I have right now. That's where they must have busted in.
established. Go ahead, Major.
Captain Aiden, I thought you a dead man.
Not today, sir.
You're tougher than Grok's hide.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Aiden, we need to take back those orbital guns.
I've got armor ready to roll.
See it done, Captain.
Yes, sir! Let's give him a taste of Cadian wrath!
What's the matter, guardsman? Never seen an Ultramarine before. Here they go.
Guardsmen! Honor your Emperor!
With great pleasure, my lord!
Although, to be fair, pretty much 99.9% of all Imperial citizenry will hardly ever see a Space Marine up close. So, it's basically the equivalent of gazing at an angel or a demigod for them.
Let us remove it. Soldiers, do your work. Controls are in that tower. Make use of them.
Yeah. Yes, delicious violence, yes.
Proceed.
And they've all been massacred. They all got massacred. Probably because I went looking for data slates. Did the tank get blown up too? Nope, it's right over there. Because that would have been saddening. No slate, no nothing. Now that's a big gun right there. Ooh, needed a face. Delicious, delicious, blessed ammunition. Do I want to try the bolt carbine, or do I want to stick with what I got? I'll try the carbine, why not?
I will not get past this.
Gate is opening. Squad, move your raggedy backsides through that gate, now!
Move to link up with the Cadians. As you command, Lieutenant.
All three of them.
Reloading weapon. Resupplying. Changing magazine.
Will take time. A little redecorating will speed things up, my lord.
Indeed, will it? Preferably with fire and brimstone. Ah, he just blew it up.
Vermin stuff.
Holy terror! What is that?
Through. Take it down. While it lives, the other creatures are harder to kill.
Yeah. Kill two at a time with the barrels, why not?
Taking the facility.
Praise the Emperor. Boarding a Valkyrie now, heading to you.
Hehehe, that was fun. Glorious violence, I love it.
Clear.
Get these guns online. Move! We'll punch a hole in those hive ships so big you can fly a frigate through it.
It won't let that happen without a fight.
It's...
The hive mind. The Tyranid's powerful collective intelligence. Not to be underestimated.
Major, the guns are in a zero state of charge. It will take time to wake the machine spirit.
Hurry!
The Tyranids will throw everything they have at this facility.
This is Major Sarkana. Divert 2nd and 3rd platoon to the orbital guns immediately.
Copy that, sir.
Let's show these bastards what the 8th are made of!
So much like in the first game, we gotta go get the big gun activated. Cut off their air support. A lot of their air support. Oh man, that's a lot. Remember when Gears of War 2? Holy shit, that is big. That's a lot of calamari and crust and lobster up there. I remember in Gears of War 2, way back in the old days, when Epic was like, hey, look how many enemies that are killable that are on screen. Well, I think Saber came and usurped them.
Major, we need to establish a perimeter.
My troops are in defensive positions. They'll hold.
The enemy will try to scale these walls. Do not let them. I have no plans to. Let us get to work.
Steady fire!
Northern wall is breached. Concentrate your fire. No hesitation. Throwing frag grenade. Get them off that wall.
A well-placed grenade will fix that.
They just keep coming! They're dead!
Understood. Runners, let us make haste. Munitions secured. All gear prime.
My lord, without the targeting system, the orbital guns are useless.
Alright, alright, alright. We'll go to the guns. I need more ammo, though.
Restocking.
The Righteous Fury stuff replenishes very fast, I noticed.
Grabbing equipment.
Crack grenade, huh? I wonder what the difference is.
Assist where possible, but do not linger. The targeting system is our priority.
Yes, my lord.
Press fire, men. In the name of your emperor. For Ultramar and Macragge. And for Guilliman. Yes. Nothing else? Nothing else.
My lord, this elevator will take you up to the controls.
We'll keep the Xenos off your back.
Emperor protection.
Melta rifle. Do I want it? Yeah, I'll go for it. Doesn't have much ammo though, so that's kind of a shame. Then again, the Melta gun didn't have much ammo in the first game either. Uh-oh. Messing around with something you shouldn't have, tech priests? Wouldn't be the first time.
Major Sarkana, we are almost at the targeting system.
You need to manually raise the petals of the satellite dish.
We will see it done. Major, I see the mechanisms. Stand by.
Be alert! The Tyranids have taken notice of you.
Let them come. Keep them off me while I get this done.
Like in the Fleekazoid video. Push wheel.
One down.
Push wheel.
Another one dead.
Push wheel. Uh-oh.
Done. Go for the next one. They never learn.
My lord, we cannot use the guns until we raise those petals.
Woman, what do you think I'm doing? I'm just one space marine.
One left.
Staked his heart with it. Push wheel, damn you, if by the Emperor's life depends on it. Oh shit.
My lord, the gargoyles are heading for the antenna.
See that they fail.
gargoyles. Flying buzzards.
Here come the winged vermin. Protect the antenna. Another one.
More gargoyles headed for the antenna.
Resupply. Incoming mine.
The enemy are going for the antenna. Eliminate them.
What the?
The enemy have damaged the antenna. The enemy have damaged the antenna.
They never learn.
The enemy have damaged the antenna.
Reload. Munition secure. Target destroyed.
The guns are ready. Use the terminal to begin targeting.
Where?
Targets locked. Let us relish the sight of those vile ships burning.
You may fire when ready. I'm having lobster tonight.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
Game. Oh. I was like, what was the game doing? Yeah, I will say I'm not too happy with the loading in this game. It's too long. Also, I find this whole joining server thing to be nonsense when I'm just playing the single player. Well, we did our first proper successful campaign mission.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has new orders for you.
Very well. Where is Elian?
The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead.
Damn.
Something put a hole clean through his helmet.
I should have been with you.
I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
I fought beside Elian for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormagaunts. There are creatures more deadly than Hormagaunts down there. You should not have let our squad be divided. He is gone, Sergeant. Duty is all. I do not forget my brothers so quickly.
There goes another hawk. Alright, first proper big mission. It did kind of feel like a retread of the big gun mission from the first Space Marine, in a way. Going in there, barging in enemy territory, reactivating a giant Imperial weapon, and blowing up a big old ship with it. Then again, it has been a decade, so... 3? 3 Thunderhawks.
But why all this obscurity? These orders reach down from the Primarch. There can be no question as to their integrity. It is useless debating with you. I would get more sense out of the statues at the Temple of Hera.
Decimus. Oh, look at that. It's a dreadnought. If ever a Space Marine ends up severely wounded to the point that they can't fight like normal, but they're still alive, they put them into these walking coffins. And then when they're not needed, they're basically put into storage until needed yet again. This one has an iron halo on his pack, so he must be a veteran of many battles. I love how it's the same.
I was informed you arrived with Lord Kalgar. Did you fight with him on Vigilus? I've read through those battle reports more than 100 times. A masterful defense.
My duty kept me busy elsewhere. You have an unusual service record. That is my good fortune.
I want a scout recon of that position. Captain, get over here.
Captain, I have the Mechanicus on Vox.
They can wait. This is Nozick Beta 12, a Mechanicus Archmagos. He should have been aboard this ship an hour ago, but he refuses to leave Kadaku without some data from his lab. He's currently in this Imperial Guard base. His facility is here. The enemy is closing in. That base will be overrun imminently. Nozick is a high-value asset. Get that data and get him out.
The mining facility. If we rupture the staging tanks, direct the flow into the valley, we can ignite the fields around the base.
Boil them in promethium. I'll give you command of a small team to hit the staging tanks. 3 men. That's all I can spare. Brief them immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Retrieve Mechanicus data. We are Astartes.
Titus Delirio, make ready to depart.
Standing by.
Well, well. Lieutenant Titus.
We are told you have need of us, brother.
My squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east. You will sabotage a Promethium refinery to delay their advance.
We will not fail you, Lieutenant.
Let us burn the Xenos filth.
Time is short. I will brief you on descent.
Brother, Magos Gallio wishes to see you in the armory.
Noted.
Magos Gallio.
If you have not been issued a fire blaster for this task, then get one from the armory immediately. We must burn any biohazards clinging to the fuselage before the flight crews conduct maintenance.
Yours is a face I have not loved in quite some time, Titus.
You requested my presence.
How are you acclimating to your new status?
I have no complaints.
Intriguing. Predictions would determine a 0.9 probability that you would.
I have pressing duties, Magos.
Very well. Engage the armory terminal. I will see that you are suitably equipped for your mission.
Ooh. Magos Gallio. So they're acquainted, are they?
Indicate your desired war gear, and the armoring station will handle the outfitting procedure, though much has changed since we last met. All this will remain familiar to you. The Omnisire blessed us with clear-sightedness from the beginning. We offer blessings to this machine, that it may serve you just as it serves him.
Armoring Hall. Utilize the hall to customize your weapon loadout. Returning periodically to update to discover new weapons is highly recommended. View primary, sidearm, and melee weapon to find out characteristics. Yeah, you can only carry 3 now, not 4. Whereas before, you could carry sidearm, melee, and 2 standard weapons. Auto Bolt, Melta, Oculus Carbine. So it's a mid-range, so it's basically a battle rifle. Less range compared to the Stalker Bolter, but more ammunition. Three-round burst. Ah, this is basically the Halo battle rifle equivalent. The Instigator. Stalker, which I passed up on previously. Semi-automatic with high fire rate. Marksman. Heavy bolt rifle. Didn't I use this previously? Or was it the auto bolter? It might have been the auto that I was using. Plasma incinerator, bolt sniper rifle. Okay, so that's what we got at the moment. Not sure if this is the full roster or not. I want to say it is. Then again, I doubt it. It is possible there's probably more, and we just haven't unlocked them yet. What do I want to try? Bolt. Firepower, accuracy. I really liked the auto rifle, but the melt, low fire rate, but very powerful against the heavier enemies. I'll try the carbine. You can even look at the weapons, Resident Evil 2 remake style. I like a developer who knows their firearms, fictional or otherwise. Okay, so we have regular bolt pistol, plasma, and heavy. I'm gonna stick with the plasma. The plasma is like all reliable. Although the heavy bolster did pack a punch. The knife. Do I want to try out the keep with the chainsword, or do I want to get more with the knife? Okay, so the Thunder Hammer's here. Power Sword is here. They did add the Power Sword as a DLC, but it was not usable in the campaign for the first game, which sucked. So it's nice that they brought it over. Unfortunately, on the flip side, there's no power axe. I liked the axe. I mean, I did kind of find it a little annoying how it basically usurped the chainsword in terms of power in the first game, where once you went from the sword to that, it was like, why would you even need it after that? Because the axe was just so much more powerful. But I do wish they brought it back. It does look like, yeah, you can choose what you want. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's still a go-to weapon. Yeah, 4, 5, more. So, okay, so the power sword has, like, a little bit more stats, but not as much. Yeah, I wish they brought the axe back. Kind of sucks that it's not here. Yeah, I'll stick with the chainsword for now. Righteous Fury. Yeah, look at that. We got the... It looks like there's supposed to be, like, new armor sets right here, but it only looks like it's just this one, which kind of sucks. I wish you could change the setting changes could be applied separately, to be honest. He's got a reliquary with bones right there. That's metal. Very metal. I gotta be honest, I kind of like the default shoulder pad more, with the red sun surrounding the skull right there. Not really big on the tassels, to be honest. Yeah, I wish you could change the weapon skins separately. Kind of sucks you can't do that. It also looks like there's supposed to be more stuff right here, but it doesn't look like there's anything. I don't know if it's unlockable or what. Crux Terminatus. I'll stick with the normal one. I prefer the normal one, to be honest. And another thing, one thing, I mentioned it before, how I wish you could toggle the helmet in Space Marine 1. And I like that they did that for here. But if there's one thing I wish they did, and I hope this is something they'll do for Space Marine 3. You know how Halo Reach had it, where you could customize Noble Six's armor pieces from head to toe, and it showed off as such in the game's cutscenes? I really, really, really would like it if they did that for Space Marine 3, where you could unlock all the different Space Marine armor pieces for Titus and have it carry over into the game campaign as well as the in-game cutscenes. I don't understand why it is that you can toggle the helmet, and even despite being in the in-game cutscenes, the helmet doesn't show, among everything else. So I really would love it, and I hope Saber is paying attention, that they incorporate a Halo Reach style armor system for the main campaign, where you can swap out different armor types and apply them accordingly. I can understand restricting it by means of not having certain chapter colors for Titus. That I get, because he's an Ultramarine. He'll never be anything but an Ultramarine. So from that perspective, I can understand not having him decked out in Blood Raven or Space Wolf or Black Templar gear, and have that be just for like the co-op bonus missions, like operations or multiplayer even. That's fine, but I would like the option of the different armor types nonetheless, and even skins that can definitely fit with him. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you could unlock the Death Watch color skins and have it applied? Because technically he was a Death Watch member, right? So it would be a little loophole in that regard. So it would be awesome if for Space Marine 3 they went more and more of the Halo Reach route with the armor, at least in terms of the armor types. As far as Titus goes anyway, you don't have to really change the chapters and still have that for the multiplayer. But at the very least, give me freedom of different armor types, because I would love to wear, say, the classic Darth Vader triangular grilled helmet as opposed to the Primaris helmet. You get what I mean? I would like more of that.
The war gear selection seems incomplete.
This armory is comprehensive, but available options are those recommended for the current mission.
Very well. My thanks, Magos.
Galio will suffice. We know each other well enough for that.
So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I wish they would go a little more all the way with this one. But hopefully, since Saber has gotten their feet wet with 2, from what I've seen, and having done their homework from the first game, I definitely would like to see them, go further with 3. And another thing, I had heard that a lot of people wanted them to do a single-player expansion to 2, but they went ahead and announced 3 anyway. I'll be frank, as cool as it would be to have more single-player content, I think it would be wiser if they just focused all their time and resources on just making the 3rd game as great as possible. Bigger, longer, more options, blow your load for the grand finale instead of pinching a minute amount of content. I mean, as cool as it would be to have an expansion other than the multiplayer stuff, I think enough time's kind of gone past where it's like, yeah, maybe let them cook. Let them cook so that way they don't have to separate time away where it's needed. Calgar, the Marneus Calgar, chapter master of the Ultramarines. Well, I'm pretty much done for tonight. It's 10 o'clock, and Honestly, I think the chapters themselves go on quite lengthy enough to warrant a stream by one at a time. So, and I'm already having mom texting me if I'm wrapping up. So, yeah, so far plus the prologue, chapter 1 complete. I'm liking the gameplay. I admit, I'm not entirely used to how the new melee works. But in fact, I tried to shoot the Tyranids in the head for the execution, but I haven't really gotten used to it or the hang of it. So I'm still learning. The shooting still feels great, though. I do think the shooting feels very good. And the melee feels good too. I'm just not used to the new intricacies that Saber has built on top of the foundation that Vigil that what were they? Who developed the first game? Relic Games. Yeah, it was Relic. Yeah, they've so far. Yeah, I haven't fully gotten used to the new to the to the new stuff built upon the foundation Relic Games left behind. Ah, Relic. I admit, I wish they would have come. I really wish Relic had made Space Marine 2 years and years ago. But nope. THQ just had to go and bankrupt themselves, which is a shame. So, I'm liking the game so far. Little too early to make a full opinion, but I'm liking what I'm seeing and what I'm playing. So, yeah, we'll just keep on going from here until next time. So, I will come back tomorrow with more Space Marine 2. We will not let the Xenos live. We will chainsaw them from top to bottom and so on and so forth. So I'll do it. I'm going to leave off for now. I'll see y'all later for part 3.